What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a new episode of Classically Music. What better way to start the composer series than by talking about the man, the myth, the legend, Frederic Chopin. Okay, here we go. He was born in 1810 in Zelezowa Wola, sorry for butchering the word, Poland, to a half French, half Polish family. He grew up along with his three sisters in Poland. He was a very sick, unhealthy, and thin child. He was introduced to music at a very young age. It was later discovered that he was a child prodigy and started composing music at the age of 6. Thanks for setting the bar too high for the rest of us. He started his musical training at the Warsaw Conservatory, but he felt that he could have a more in-depth educational experience in Vienna, the musical capital of the world. Chopin left Poland at the age of 20 in 1830. Fortunately, at that time, it had fallen under Russian control, and it would be the last time that Chopin would ever set foot in Poland. At the same time, he composed his revolutionary etude, Opus 10, number 12. So what did his life look like in Vienna? He absolutely mesmerized, he wowed audiences in Vienna. Everybody loved him. However, he found it increasingly difficult to continuously accommodate the needs of Austrian audiences, especially that these same audiences witnessed composers such as Beethoven and Franz Schubert. So he decided to leave Vienna for Paris. First, he struggled financially, but with the help of the Rothschilds, he was able to secure a more comfortable living for himself, especially as a teacher. He's a great teacher, and at the same time, he met and formed close relationships with other composers such as Franz Liszt, Hector Berlioz, Felix Mendelssohn, and Vincenzo Bellini. Chopin also at the time was supposed to be married to this young lady. I won't say her name because I'm sure that I will butcher her name. She decided not to go on with the marriage because of him being extremely unhealthy. He was heartbroken. However, at the same time in Paris, he met Georges Sand, a rebellious author who never ever conformed to societal norms. Chopin and Georges Sand had stayed together in a relationship for a whopping 11 years in which she took care of him. Knowing that Chopin was extremely unhealthy, the couple decided to leave Paris in 1838 in the autumn for more warmer weather to an island in Spain called Palma de Mallorca. The weather wasn't even better there, so he ended up being even more unhealthy. When the locals found out that Chopin had tuberculosis, which would later be the reason for his death, they kicked the couple off of the island. When Chopin returned to Paris, it was one of his most productive periods where he got to spend some time with friends such as Eugène Delacroix. He created a mesmerizing repertoire of music composed of 230 pieces, exclusively for the piano, with some for orchestra, piano, cello, and piano. The relationship with Georges Sand, however, did not last. It ended in the year 1848 due to the disapproval of her daughter and her son. Did I forget to mention that, yep, she has a daughter and a son? Well, now you know it. During the 11 years of their relationship, they remained childless, and Chopin remained childless, and they didn't marry. Chopin, upon the encouragement of his friends, decided to accept an offer to go to Scotland and England, and it would be a good excuse to flee the civil unrest that was occurring in France at the time. It was there where he formed a close relationship with Jane Stirling, a Scottish heiress. Chopin performed multiple concerts there. However, they were unsuccessful in a sense that they led to the deterioration of his health. But you know Chopin, he was great. His last concert was devoted to Polish refugees who fled Poland due to Russian control. Chopin later returned to Paris and passed away in the year 1849 on October 17th. He is currently buried at the Père Lachaise Cemetery. Bonus fact: did you know that Chopin's heart is buried separately from his body? Actually, it's not even buried. His heart is currently present in a church in Poland as a result of his demand, his wish that it be there, because he knew that his heart would always belong in Poland. Did you also know that Chopin only performed 30 times in a concert, or at least in a salon setting? So he really favored smaller settings. Thanks so much for sticking around. I hope you find this video educational, insightful, and informative. And you know the drill. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe on this video to create as much awareness about classical music as possible. Thank you so much, and see you next time. Bye!